Mobs.
Fuck that, man. LMG life. Sup guys, thought I would show you the LMG build. And as a few of you guys know, there's no surprise to the build. It's 5-piece sentry with savage gloves. And yeah, like it's quite sad, but sentry is such a good set because of the headshot damage. Like sentry is good with every weapon type. SMG as well, like assault rifle. Maybe not the best, but it's still good for every weapon type in the game. So I guess I go through the gear. I think it's the same as my shotgun, to be honest. Not the best pieces, I could have higher main stat here. That's right, skill attribute. Still a crit chance here. Like I like to try to get a high crit chance, because I don't want to rely on the pulse. Yeah, I think it's kind of the same as before. And I have 2 gloves. Sometimes, like in the video you could see, sometimes I went for this glove with more firearms, a bit more squishy. And but most of the times I go with this one. In my holster. Especially since the current L86 I'm using got brutal, deadly, unforgiving. So it's nice to have like the extra HP, so you can actually use the unforgiving. Like this gun or build, I mean especially the L86 with unforgiving is so strong in a 1 versus 1 if you both just zoom and shoot. I don't really think you can lose it unless like you fuck up your aim. Unless you're like medium range against a M1A, then you will most likely lose, because yeah, they are so fucking strong. But against any other gun, you will most likely win. I mean, I guess M44 and M1A are the ones you're gonna lose to. The magazine, I tried like a lot of different magazines, but I think I prefer magazine size and rate of fire. I tried a bit with weapon damage as well, but the burst, like you lose a lot of burst when you don't have the rate of fire. But I mean, you could use weapon damage. And I think I tried weapon damage rate of fire and critical hit damage rate of fire. They're super nice for the burst, but you only have 30 bullets. So it's gonna be hard to finish them off if it's in long range, but we're gonna get into that later in the video. And since I don't like the hipfire with this one, I just keep it on medium range, so I don't really go hipfire here. So I go stability, horizontal, and on the scope I go horizontal, stability and crit damage. Since I rely more on pulse, I guess. I could go crit chance here, but I like to have the horizontal stability. I could like go stability, crit chance, but I think crit damage is better at the moment for my build. Yeah, you check the recoil. With all the horizontal stability, it's kinda like it's only, sure it goes a bit to the left, but I mean it's quite easy to control it when it's just the stability. Like you don't have to carry side to side. Go and check the stats here. Like the crit chance is 26.5. It's not, I could get more. But usually like the last days I played in a duo. And my mate actually have a super strong pulse, so I don't really, like I think this is enough. Okay, it's 26.5 plus the precision talent. And plus savage. So even if it's 26.5 here, it's a lot more. Yeah, 144 crit hit damage and headshot damage 222. Which is a lot. And that's why like LMG got a higher base headshot damage than SMGs, and I think assault rifle as well. So that's why sentry is still good on a LMG, because you will get, like, I can't really remember exactly, but you get a lot of headshot damage since sentry, like the headshot damage you get from sentry actually get multiplied. So that's why I have so high headshot damage. Of course I'm armor capped. Yeah, I think that's it. Can go into the talents. I tried a lot of talents, to be honest. Like, I guess we go to skills. You could use a booster shot, but I like to use overdose because like most of the time I play in a duo. If I play in a format group I could go booster shot even though I don't have overheal, just to get more damage. Usually run a scrambler, or sometimes I do like a smart cover, even though I don't really like smart cover. I think it's a bit cheesy. Yeah. Skills. Because this is usually what I roll when I play solo. Critical save, strike back, precision, and one is none. And if you would have fierce in the third slot and then maybe deadly brutal, then you could go something else than precision, because you will achieve, like, you will have a high crit chance anyway. But I think precision is a good talent if you want to try to reach the crit hit chance cap, because even if they are concealed, precisions goes through and it will add the base ball. So basically like 13% crit chance and like 24 crit damage or something like that. So it's a pretty good talent. You just hit them once in the head and bam, you get more damage and crit chance. If I play in a duo I would go triage. And I tried a bit with in tactical advance. It's hard to pull off, but you could get some more damage. But I didn't really like it. It works a lot better though with shotguns or MP7, because you just rush them with like a cover to cover move and you will get insane damage boost. It's a lot of fun with, like, especially shotgun. And then I tried a bit with this talent, stopping power. Yeah, this one. Suppress the hostile to increase headshot damage by 25% for 10 seconds. And that one gets multiplied as well, so I actually got, I think, over 50 or 60% more headshot damage. But it was quite hard to like use it effectively. I think in PvE you could maybe get it to work, but in PvP it's kinda hard, because you can only suppress, you can't suppress a PvP player, you can only suppress an NPC. But it's cool talent to use. Like, if you get it to work it's really nice, but it's quite hard to get it to work though. But yeah, I think this is the talents I would use. Yeah, so that's it with the gear and talents and skills. So I'm gonna tell you a little review about what I like with the Lmg/L86 PvP. So yeah, let's get to the little review. So one of the biggest problems I noticed when I use the LMG, like, you can kill people, like 1 or 2, but since you are in medium range you will not be able to finish them. Like, of course if you have extended mag you could use the extra bullets just to finish them, but I mean, most of the time you really don't have time for it, and if you compare it to SMG and shotgun, it's just way too fast to just finish them off. And that's why I think especially shotgun and SMGs have been like the meta weapon type in the game at the moment, because it's just so easy to finish them. Since people in a down state have way too much health, I mean, if they would lower it to like maybe have 20% of your health when you get in a down state, or just you don't get rest in PvP, then LMGs would be a lot better. The damage on the L86 however feels really nice. Like, I think they actually managed to give LMGs decent amount of damage, as long as people are out of cover. But then again, if you compare it to SMG and shotgun, like, you're such an easy target, but because compared to SMGs and shotguns you actually have to ADS like the L86. Sure, you can hipfire it, but there's no point in using an L86 if you're just hipfiring, because it's best in medium range. And when you're ADSing it, you become a super easy target. So you have to make sure that you're not ADSing against the M1A, because if he got the same aim as you will lose the battle for sure. But on the other hand, compared to SMGs and shotgun, the L86 have a really high range. I think it's 32 meters. So you just have to play smart. You have to really try to abuse the range. But it's super easy. Like, I play a lot of solo and duo, so you will be outnumbered a lot of times. But if you play in a 4-man group and you are not outnumbered, you could just play it smart. Like, you could play it smart with positioning. Just stay far back and just kill the shotgunners through long range and let your other teammates with SMGs and shotgun be in the mix. You just do a lot of damage from far range. Like, then again, on far range, I think the sniper is better, like the M1A or M44. So I think it's really hard to actually... It's so hard to get good use of the LMG, because snipers are really good at the same range as the L86, especially the M1A. Yeah, all in all, I think it's a really fun gun to use, but you have to make sure to keep distance against players, and you have to... You should zoom it, like you should ADS the gun, and you will get sick accuracy on it, so it's pretty damn nice compared to assault rifle. I haven't used assault rifle in such a long time though, but the accuracy is really good on LMG, so it's quite easy to hit the headshots, especially if the opponent are zooming their gun as well. But just watch out for the M1As, and it could work with hipfire and close combat, but if I would rather use a MP7 or a shotgun, especially since I'm running with 5p sentry. You could use a shotgun as well for close combat, as I do in the video. Yeah, I think that's it. Nothing too special, but hey, that's the current state of the gear sets in the game. Sentry is just so damn good. Like, I wanna do some other builds, but most of the time, if I just wanna deal as much damage as I want, then 5p sentry and savage is the best build. But I'm gonna try some other builds. Even though I know sentry is like the best, I'm gonna try other builds just to have a bit fun and show you that even if you don't have sentry, you could still do a lot of damage. But thanks for watching. Hope you guys will pick up a LMG as well, because it's really fun. But yeah, have a nice day and see you.